Why most older people struggle to live past 80. 5 unexpected reasons that quietly shorten life. Hey there, my wise friends. Welcome back to our little corner of the internet, where we talk about living healthier, happier, and longer as we embrace our golden years. I'm Dr. Emily, your friendly guide. Think of me as that caring doctor or close friend who's here to share some heartfelt advice. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join our community of amazing folks who are all about thriving in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. Today, we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart. Why do so many older people struggle to live past 80? And more importantly, what can we do about it? You know, growing older is a beautiful journey. It's a time to reflect on life's lessons, cherish our loved ones, and savor the moments that matter. But let's be honest, it's not always easy. As a psychologist who's worked with countless seniors over the years, I've seen how some habits and challenges quietly chip away at our health and vitality, often without us even noticing. Today, I'm going to share 5 unexpected reasons that might be shortening life for many older folks. These aren't the usual suspects like heart disease or diabetes. Those are important, but I want to talk about the sneaky, under-the-radar things that can make a big difference. So, grab a cup of tea, settle into your favorite chair, and let's have a heart-to-heart. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with practical tips to live not just longer, but better. Because you deserve to thrive, not just survive. Ready? Let's get started. Reason 1. Loneliness sneaks up and steals your spark. Let's start with something that's so common, but often overlooked. Loneliness. You might be thinking, "Oh, I'm fine. I've got my routine, my TV shows, my garden." But hear me out. Loneliness isn't just about being alone. It's about feeling disconnected, like you don't have someone to share your joys or worries with. Studies from a National Institute on Aging show that chronic loneliness can increase the risk of early death by up to 26%. That's huge. Think about Mary, a 72-year-old patient of mine. Mary was independent, lived alone, and loved her crossword puzzles. But over time, she stopped going to her book club because driving at night felt tough. She didn't want to bother her kids, who were busy with their own lives. Slowly, she started feeling isolated, and I noticed her energy fading. She wasn't sick, but she wasn't thriving either. Loneliness was quietly dimming her light. Why does this happen? When we feel lonely, our stress hormones like cortisol go up, which can weaken our immune system and even affect our heart health. Plus, without social connections, we're less likely to stay active or eat well. It's a vicious cycle. What can you do? Start small. Call an old friend for a quick chat. Join a local senior center or a church group. Many have virtual options now. Or try something fun, like a walking club or a knitting circle. Even volunteering can give you a sense of purpose and connection. You don't need a huge social circle. Just 1 or 2 meaningful relationships can make all the difference. Reason 2, you're not moving enough, even if you think you are. Next up is something we all know but often underestimate: physical activity. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or hitting the gym like a 20-year-old. But here's the truth. Many of us slow down more than we realize as we age, and it quietly takes a toll. The CDC says that only about 20% of adults over 65 get the recommended amount of physical activity. That's a problem because staying active isn't just about staying fit. It's about keeping your heart, brain, and bones strong. Let me tell you about John, a 68-year-old retired teacher. John thought he was active because he mowed his lawn once a week and took his dog for short walks. But when we tracked his activity, he was barely moving 2,000 steps a day, way less than the 7,000 to 10,000 steps that can help seniors stay healthy. Over time, his muscles weakened, and he started having trouble with balance, which made him nervous about falling. That fear kept him even less active. Here's the kicker. Low activity doesn't just affect your body. It can lead to mood swings, poor sleep, and even memory issues. A study from Harvard found that regular movement can lower your risk of dementia by up to 30%. That's powerful. What can you do? Find movement you enjoy. Maybe it's a daily walk with a neighbor, a gentle yoga class, or dancing to your favorite oldies in the living room. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes a day, even if it's broken into smaller chunks. And don't forget strength exercises. Lifting light weights or even using soup cans can keep your muscles strong. Check with your doctor first. But the key is to start small and keep it fun. Reason 3. Your diet is missing the mark, but not in the way you think. Now, let's talk about food. I'm not here to lecture you about cutting out sugar or going on some fad diet. But one thing I see a lot in older adults is that their diet starts to lack variety, and it quietly affects their health. Maybe you're eating the same few meals because it's easier, or you're skipping meals because you don't feel hungry. Sound familiar? Take Susan, a 75-year-old widow I worked with after her husband passed. She stopped cooking much because it felt like too much effort for one person. Her meals became toast for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, and maybe some canned soup for dinner. She wasn't starving, but her body was missing key nutrients like protein, healthy fats, and vitamins. Over time, she felt tired, her skin looked dull, and her doctor noticed her bones were getting weaker. Here's why this matters. As we age, our bodies need more of certain nutrients, like protein to maintain muscle and calcium for bones. A lack of variety can also mess with your gut health, which affects everything from your mood to your immune system. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults with poor diets were 50% more likely to face health issues that shorten life. What can you do? Aim for color and variety on your plate. Think of adding a handful of berries to your breakfast, some grilled chicken or beans to your lunch, and a side of steamed veggies for dinner. If cooking feels overwhelming, try simple recipes or meal prep services designed for seniors. And don't skip snacks. Nuts, yogurt, or fruit can keep your energy up. You don't need to be a chef. Just make small swaps to nourish your body. Reason 4. You're ignoring your mental health. This one's a biggie, and it's something we don't talk about enough. Mental health. As we get older, it's normal to face challenges. Maybe you're dealing with the loss of a loved one, retirement, or health changes. But if you're brushing off feelings of sadness, anxiety, or stress, it can take a serious toll. The National Alliance on Mental Illness says that untreated depression in older adults can increase the risk of chronic diseases and even early death. I'll never forget my patient Robert, a 70-year-old veteran. Robert was a tough guy type. He didn't want to admit he was struggling after his best friend passed away. He started sleeping poorly, lost interest in his hobbies, and felt irritable all the time. He thought it was just part of getting old. But when we talked, it was clear he was dealing with depression. Once he started therapy and joined a support group, his whole outlook changed. He even started painting again. Mental health isn't just about feeling happy. Chronic stress or depression can raise your blood pressure, weaken your immune system, and make it harder to manage other health conditions. It's like a silent thief stealing your vitality. What can you do? First, give yourself permission to feel what you're feeling. It's okay to not be okay. Talk to a trusted friend, a counselor, or your doctor. Therapy isn't just for big problems. It's a safe space to process life's changes. Try mindfulness practices like deep breathing or meditation to ease stress. And don't underestimate the power of hobbies. Whether it's gardening, reading, or playing cards, find something that lights you up. Reason 5. You're not prioritizing sleep. Last but definitely not least, sleep. Oh, how we take sleep for granted. As we age, it's common to have trouble sleeping. Maybe you're waking up a lot, or it takes forever to fall asleep. But poor sleep isn't just annoying, it's a major health risk. The National Sleep Foundation says that older adults who get less than 7 hours of quality sleep per night are at higher risk for everything from falls to memory problems to heart issues. Let's talk about Linda, a 67-year-old former nurse. Linda was proud of being a light sleeper who could get by on 5 hours a night. But she was always tired, her memory was slipping, and she kept catching colds. When we dug deeper, we found her evening routine was keeping her up. Too much coffee, scrolling on her phone, and worrying about her grandkids. Once she made some changes, like cutting caffeine after noon and creating a calming bedtime routine, she started sleeping better and felt like a new person. Why is sleep so critical? It's when your body repairs itself. Your brain processes memories, and your immune system gets a boost. Skimp on sleep, and you're more likely to feel foggy, moody, and physically weak. What can you do? Create a sleep-friendly routine. Avoid caffeine and screens at least an hour before bed. Try relaxing activities like reading or listening to soft music. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. And if sleep problems persist, talk to your doctor. Sometimes simple tweaks or treatments can make a world of difference. Well, my friends, there you have it. 5 unexpected reasons that might be quietly shortening life for many older folks. Loneliness, lack of movement, poor diet variety, ignored mental health, and skimping on sleep. These are things we can all work on, no matter our age or circumstances. The good news? You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Small, intentional changes can add up to years of better health and happiness. I want you to take a moment and think, what's one thing you can do this week to live a little healthier, a little happier? Maybe it's calling a friend, taking a walk, or trying a new recipe. Whatever it is, you've got this. You're stronger and wiser than you know, and I'm rooting for you every step of the way. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. Let's spread the word about living well in our golden years. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a video. Drop a comment below. Tell me which of these reasons surprised you the most, or share a tip that's worked for you. I love hearing from you. Until next time, keep shining, keep thriving, and take care of yourself. You're worth it. See you soon.